What's going on, Europa people? This is my guide at Milan, going into Italy. It's a pretty simple strategy that's just based on vassalizing all the countries around you that you can release and getting a few key provinces to get a bunch of development so that they'll join you. You want to start off and get an alliance with Austria. I'm not really going to show all of it in the video, but you just want to ally Austria and then declare war on Genoa. You're like right away. Yeah, if you can get those with the Swiss mercenaries too, you'll basically be able to dominate the Genoese because of their discipline. This is a pretty funny part though, where I send my regular army to go deal with peasants. And they all die. But yeah, this you don't even need to be good. You can just screw up and you'll be fine. So don't worry about it. The free company is good, but I like the Swiss because they're stronger and you can complete the mission if you get them. Yeah, here's the end of the war with Genoa. And we get those, we get the peasants. Don't worry. Yeah, really all you need to do is take Genoa. And yeah, humiliate them, make sure they're your rival. Yeah, take a little while on this peace treaty, but I play this game when I'm stoned a lot, so it kind of happens. That's why I might cut around, because this video would have been hours long. But yeah, there's the mission. Boom. Now we got to expand to the south, but how are we going to do this? Well, if you notice, I'm fabricating a claim on Siena, and that has nothing to do with the mission. It more has to do with what I was talking about earlier with the economy and like specific provinces to make us stronger. Because Siena is a glass province, and you'll see why being in Italy and controlling a glass province is it's honestly kind of overpowered. But yeah, here this is where I got really lucky, and I was really glad I was recording. This kind of made me make this video, but you'll see it's 1449. I just devved up Milan a little bit, and boom, the Renaissance spawns. And this was when I was basically like, alright, maybe we got something really good going on here. I was really happy. And we embrace it right away. I could have sold it to people, but I honestly just wanted to keep it. I probably should have sold it though. But this is the Siena War, and this is really important. And this is something that isn't even unique to Italy, but Italy is just really strong at doing it. Any country in Italy, if you can get the glass province. So you'll see, yeah, we're knocking out Provence, Siena's ally, and then this is the peace treaty where I take Siena. Some new rivals. I don't like rivaling Savoy. I usually ally Savoy. I used to, they used to not really rival you as much. Yeah, here's Siena becoming a core. See, once you core this province fully, gems are outrageous. Look at this. It's crazy how good this is. They're 5 price, and they give you so much production income. Like, I think I go to it in a second, and it's like I just took this province, but like, look how much production income it's giving me, more than all my other provinces in production. It's crazy how much it gives. It's so strong. There will be no peace, though. They gave me that peace in our time event right before the war. But yeah, this is what I mean, getting the specific provinces. And this is an example of the Swiss being extremely powerful. See, we're going to war for Arezzo, and this is just it was an interesting event, but it was nothing too much. But look at this battle, it's crazy, but I have 110% discipline from the strict and, yeah, from the mercenary company. Or actually, I think it was from my advisor, but the mercenaries have plus 5% discipline, I'm sure. And look, they have their general has the plus 10% infantry combat ability combined with the already infantry combat ability with Milan. It's so powerful. I don't know how to speak fucking pre-pizza Italian. Bellum sep somele. I don't even know if that's how you say it. The war will feed itself. Whatever the fuck that means, Europa. I didn't pick it though. Yeah, and then now we take Arezzo. It's a weird province to take, but you'll see why. Because we can take that, and it's a low aggressive expansion, and we basically force Florence into a 1 province minor in 1 war by releasing Pisa and taking that. And from taking Siena, we're even able to allow ourselves to take it. Otherwise, like, we would have had to make a land bridge through Modena and Bologna. And see, now that we're here, we're close to people, in central Italy, and now we don't have that distance modifier, and I can get Spoleto here. And usually too, if you try to go to war for Ravenna with just the Genoa port, you aren't actually able to core Ravenna, I think. I think it's like something with like your range, it's too far out of range or something. But now that we have Siena and Arezzo, we're actually able to cut across. And now when we go to war with Venice, we can do some good damage to them. And you'll see why this whole strategy is based around vassalization. And you'll see, like, look at how divided Italy is now. It's becoming more and more divided. But that's actually good for us, that it's becoming more divided. Because we are going to be the unifiers, and you'll see that soon. This is just the Venetian War. I think there's one battle that I show in this. It's a funny battle. But it was close. See, like, this is, this game it's a lot about luck too. I got really lucky in this run, but if there are things you can do that are always going to be constant and don't really rely on luck, and you can put the odds in your favor. So it's a little bit about luck, but it's more about putting the odds in your favor. See, this is what I mean. You see, it's basically, here's a base race, and they get, well, see, they get lucky too. They go from 0 to 21%, but I had like a 35% and was able to get it. And then, yeah, we're able just to completely crush them here. The Austrians come in and reinforce me, and boom, fucking stack wipe them. Completely done. War's over. Yeah, and then here, Mantua. Mantua, you're gonna have to vassalize in a war because they're usually too much development, and taking them in a war is, I mean, it's pretty fine. They are a very strong vassal because of their fort level that they have. Yeah, but here's the treaty with Venice. We take our cores and Ravenna, and now this is extremely good, and because we can also force Venice to drop all these. And see, this is basically what we did to Florence. We weren't able to take all the land, but we cut them up so much and so hard, they've become basically an irrelevant power in Italy compared to us. And, you know, they're just not able to even withstand what's going to happen. You know, they can't stop us anymore. Because now you can see, like, Italy is even more divided. And even though we haven't taken too many provinces, we are definitely one of the strongest powers in it, if not the strongest. Because in that Venetian and Florence war, I think I was actually at war with the papal states, and I didn't show you the treaty, but they surrendered and lost some provinces too. But this is me just trying to get vassals and going to war with Ferrara. See, this is what I mean. I fucking play this game high as shit. I'm literally like clicking the same thing over. See, it's alright. You don't need to be fucking the best. This shit's easy. Let's see, here's it again. Chop them up. Just chop them up. Take one, chop the rest up. We'll get it later. And there's a lucky ass event again, fucking a bunch. I got that event a few times, I think. But yeah, we're in the Ambrosian Republic disaster. You want this to happen, and you want Sforza. Sforza is the king. Well, he's the duke. You know, he's not the king, but whatever. He's the duke, and make him the duke. Do not keep the republic. There's so many people that say to keep the republic. There's not a lot of reasons to. I mean, there's the government form and, you know, being a republic and whatever, but personal unions, in my opinion, are way stronger, especially combined with Milan's mission that literally gives you a PU on Naples, which you can use. But yeah, here's the war with Bologna. Bologna is just, I needed to take them. They wouldn't accept the vassalization. Sometimes they will, you know, but it was an easy war, and I didn't have a lot of aggressive expansion because, I mean, we released, you know, so many provinces from Venice that we would have usually had to take, but we're able to just, yeah, here's Sforza. But yeah, we were able to just get all of them, you know, through vassalization. It's like we have Perugia, Spoleto, Padua, Verona, all from vassalizing. I don't think I have Pisa yet, but yeah, look, we even get Modena in this war. We're in a war, and they're like, you know what, they won't accept the call to arms, but they'll become our fucking vassal. Can you believe this? I was dying when this happened. It's like, oh yeah, now we'll join the war as your servant. Yeah, here's where we're getting it all. We get Trent too. This is really important because you want to get the forts there. I mean, you don't need to do this stuff, but I always like doing this because, you know, we got to kick the foreigners out. You can't let the frickin' you can't let them mess with Italy. Look at it. There's French, there's Spanish, the Austrians, the Germans. You got to get them out of here. Italy must be Italian. Yeah, see, look, it's really easy to get them as vassals. Well, I guess I didn't have Verona and Perugia yet. I was wrong about that. They were just allies, but you can see, like, they're basically about to accept them. I think once I increase their trust, they accept it. Fucking scrolling. And see, it's like, now look, it's 1470. Italy is, I mean, it's not ours, but you'll see in the next, like, 10 years, 20 years what happens. Because this is kind of when I take a little bit of a rest. I kind of go on this, like, diplomacy mission of trying to just unite all these provinces diplomatically. See, it's like, boom, just one after the other. Well, actually, I guess, well, here's the taking of Florence. This is the end of them. Yeah, literally no allies, dead. Pisa ends their war with them. Go into Lucca. Thanks for the city, boss. Yeah, coalition. Coalitions aren't real because we're diplomats. We're not conquerors. We're liberators. Yeah, look, bam, Aquilia. It's crazy how well this strategy works. I really haven't seen a strategy I like this much. Yeah, Pisa, they accepted after this Genoese war. It's just, look at all those vassals. Like, that's, you want a vassal swarm? It's fucking 1476. You got an Italian vassal swarm. I mean, just look at all those armies that we have with us. It really is powerful. Yeah, and like we are just allied to the Austrians. Well, the Austrians went insane in this game. They got Burgundy and they got the lowlands and everything, and Hungary, Bohemia. If you didn't see a little bit ago, they were in a war with Bohemia with me. That was the Unification War. And now here's this second Venetian War where I was at war with Savoy too. They were allied, but nothing. It was a simple war. This vassal swarm makes these wars so easy in the early game. And yeah, it's like I don't really, I'm not going hard on them because I'm slowly expanding. We're just creeping forward because there's no reason to rush right now because we already have united almost our entire home area. And like, if we rush, it's gonna just cause more problems. Mantua they were supported by Savoy. I think that's another reason I declared that war, was to get them to have a treaty with me so their support would end, so I could annex them. But yeah, you can see we've been annexing the vassals, and now here's the big part, because Naples is owned by these fucking Spanish, and they've got to go. This is like one of the worst things to ever happen in the world, probably. The Austrians won't join, but we ask them to get ready, and they listen. They listen to Sforza because he's the Duke. And with the Austrians on our side, this war is a fucking cakewalk. And if you get, this is a very strategic war because usually you'll have to do the missions and shit where you take the land from Savoy. But I don't know if strategic, so I don't know what, but anyway, like, you gotta take the land from Savoy to get the PU mission, but they were able to annex them or vassalize them early through their unification shit with Aragon. the Iberian wedding. But if you get that the age modifier, you're able to take them for half the price, and they're only like 100%, so you're able to vassalize them. I mean, you'll notice I get 100 aggressive expansion from this war, but because we've been so, wise about our aggressive expansion management, that when we go and we need to take something that's fucking, something we need, 100 aggressive expansion, we can get it without dying. And it's like, look at how much land we already have. If we got 100 aggressive expansion, we'd kind of get fucked if we were, taking all that like aggressively. But since we did it so well diplomatically, we're able to just, power through everything. And yeah, Rome still exists. The papacy gets their little area for now. Yes, Switzerland went to war with Savoy and made them release Montferrat. Instantly, they get released, and since we're so fucking powerful, boom, they're already ready to accept their vassalization. And that's another one added onto the fucking pile. Like, can you believe this shit? It's just like province after province, just like. It's a very good strategy. This video was getting long. I didn't want to make it go any longer. You can see the Austrians have a lot of land right now. I'm even able to take that from them by myself. I think I ally the Ottomans eventually. I'm pretty sure, yeah. But, I'm able to move into France, move into Austria, and you can see the Austrians are strong. They're not a fucking joke right now. They have their triple fucking monarchy, and they have the Burgundian lands. So they are really strong. Eventually, they marry Spain and ally them, and they kind of lose their land in the lowlands and whatever from that event or whatever happens with that shit. But Spain isn't a joke either. I was able to beat them here, but that was only with Austria. Eventually, I have to fight them together, and with this country right here that you just saw me build, it's 1501 now. This was the first 50 years of the game. I'm able to beat the Austrians, the Spanish, the English, and the French. My ally are the Ottomans, but the Ottomans are not a big power this game. They were slow to expand into Karaman. I think at this they don't expand into Karaman for like another 20 years, but we are able to beat them. And the Ottomans are strong, but you can see the Austrians they start expanding into France even more. They take I think they take Paris, they take all of Normandy. It's pretty they're a big country, but yeah, this strategy just is able to turn you from just a regular Italian state into basically a superpower very quickly, and it's not hard. It's very repeatable. I've done this in multiplayer games with like my friends and stuff. It's a very it's a simple strategy because all it is about is just taking specific provinces and then just using that to release to go to war with the other Italian states, release a bunch of vassals, and just offer them vassalization because you don't need to take the land because they're Catholics, they're Italians, and if you release them, they're going to love you. They're going to have that, that good stuff towards you. And if you ally them, even if they won't accept it right away, if you stay allied with them and build up the trust and build up your diplomatic reputation, you will be able to get them all. And with Milan's ideas and those estate modifiers, I think the strong duchy one and the noble integration policy, with those two both, you can have like 7 diplomatic relations. You get a minus 10%, but I think it balances out to like plus 5% if you get the noble integration of their liberty desire, because you get like 15% liberty desire from that. But that allows you to integrate these small provinces and then just keep going, one to the next, because you don't get the -3 diplomatic reputation when you start integrating them. But yeah, basically, it's a good strategy. It's a fun strategy too because you feel like like a unifier. You're taking on these bigger states and forcing them to like release these people that they were kind of suppressing, and then you give them their independence, and then you have them join you, and then you just become more and more powerful as they join you, and eventually their armies become your army, and then you become Italy, and then you're a superpower, hopefully. Not like real. Yeah. All right. Have a good one.